Hey guys, it's your old pal Magic Turtle 643. Wait, are we old pals? Did we have geometry together? On today's Magical Musings, I wanted to talk about something new. Today's subject is... actually no, that's the thing I always talk about. I wanted to talk about one specific 3-letter word that we all need to destigmatize. I think creative people are way too afraid that something they make will be labeled as too much of something. And to people making those criticisms, I say, too bad. I think art should have more of whatever is pushing the boundary. It should be more too. You see it a lot in reviews of music, books, TV, movies. People who are experts often say, you could have done more with it. You could have taken it further. And I think that's a fantastic standard for creating something. Whatever the main concept is, take it too far. Then at least you'll know that you've gone all the way and explored new heights of art and experimentation. Just stretch those skills until they snap. Okay, this is a bad example. This thing is built to not snap, which is like your skills. There is no snapping. You can only get stretch here. Are we talking about yoga? For example, if you like make grunge rock music at home, make it too distorted, make it too gritty, too raw. If you're writing a romance novel, make it too emotional, too heartbreaking, too moving. If you're making a comedy film, make it too over the top, too awkward, too fearlessly funny. For me, this especially applies to my taste in music. My favorite album pushes the limits of what music should actually sound like. My favorite band is way too trippy and distorted. My favorite solo musician is almost too talented and makes things too complex. But that's what I like about all of it. Without it being too much, I find it too boring. Has anyone ever noticed that 2 is just 2 with 1 too many O's? Or maybe 2 too many? Nah, without 2 O's it would just be the letter T, which is like... I have 3 reasons why it's good to make things more too. Reason number 1, making things more too is more likely to make that art more fresh and groundbreaking. At the very least, it'll get people talking. Did you guys listen to that album that Gary made? It was crazy. It was a little too dubstep for me, but I've never heard anything like it. Better to be too blank than to be too safe. 2, as in number 2, which is just the word 2 with a W in it, which is just a U with 1 too many U's. The second reason is kind of obvious. It's easier to do too much and then reel it back than to just not do enough. And that brings me to number 3. When you think you're doing a lot, you're probably not doing that much. I feel like it's a natural inclination to just feel like you're going overboard when really you're not trying that hard. When I was in theater, our director would constantly hound us to do more, go bigger, overact, go so big that you'll feel like you're Nick Cage screaming in a horror rendition of West Side Story. And all the actors would try to overact and then just kind of fall short and be normal. So just try to do as much as you can, go as big as you can, and more often than not, it'll be just enough and never too much. So 2 is just sort of a grappling hook to get you out of boring territory. What's boring territory? Mad Men. I always relate this to snacks with filling in them, you know, like Oreos and peanut butter filled things. I want to make a PSA to all companies right now that make snacks with filling in them. There is not enough filling. You need more filling. I know you think it's enough. I know you think it's plenty. You're wrong. You need more filling. I promise you. You need too much filling. Pushing art too far is what drives me to make art every day. When I started painting, I did a series of sort of monochromatic abstract pieces, but it wasn't until I started going really overboard and making like really detailed and rainbow paintings that people started to really pay attention to my work and like it. So that just goes to show you, do too much. So you heard it here, folks. Do things like me. Except YouTube. Don't do YouTube like me. My YouTube videos are too zany and too niche and too bad. What sort of stuff do you like that's too much? And what's too about it? Or is your favorite thing too mysterious to put into words? Is your schedule too full to subscribe to my channel? No, I don't think so. So subscribe and I'll see you next time. Remember, you make a baby, then you gotta raise it till it's dead. I mean, you should let it go at some point. Let it go. Whoa, is there a leash involved? I'm going really far down the deep end right now. Make a baby, raise it till it's 18, and then put it on its way. Put it? Why am I not talking right?